Hello,
Hi, my name is Sarah. What's your name?
I'm Abu from Bangladesh, and you
Okay.
are from Nova Scotia, right?
Yeah, Canada. Yeah. Have you heard of Nova Scotia before?
Yeah, I know that. Halifax is the capital of this province.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. I live in Halifax.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And how have you heard about Nova Scotia? Because it's not a well-known Canadian province.
Yeah, I sometimes search on Google
Mhm.
about Canadian information.
Okay.
That's why I know that Halifax is the capital of Nova Scotia. So,
Okay.
teaching is your main profession?
Yeah, I just tutor on Cambly because I am also a mom of 4 kids. So they keep me very busy when I'm not working on here. What about yourself? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm doing a job in a clothing company
Okay,
in near Dhaka city.
okay. And what's your job for the company?
Yeah, I'm working in a ERP systems.
Okay, what does that mean? ERP systems.
ERP means enterprise resource planning.
Okay, interesting.
So, are you involved with an institutions or university?
I don't teach at any universities or anything like that. No, only on Cambly.
Only
Yeah,
in Cambodia.
yeah. Um,
In the
so
past?
no, I've never taught formally. So the way Cambly works is we apply and we have to do an interview, it's not really an interview, it's a phone video like that we record of ourselves, showing ourselves communicating and that kind of thing. And we present that to Cambly and then they hire us. So yeah. But I have never formally taught in the past. So why are you learning English? Are you planning on moving to Canada? Is that why you've been researching?
Yeah, I am planning to moving in to Canada in future.
Okay,
That's why I'm learning English.
okay. And why have you chosen Canada? I love it here, and I think it's an amazing choice for people to immigrate here, but I always like to hear why you're choosing Canada.
Yeah, it's a good question. I want to go Canada because Canada is a good country
Mhm.
to live and education and good economy.
Mhm.
That's why
Okay.
I want to go Canada in future.
Okay. Sorry, just a little correction. You would say go to Canada. Um, Instead of go Canada, it would be go to Canada. Okay. So you want to come here because of our education and our economy and
Yeah,
yeah, we have an amazing healthcare system here as well, which is
yeah.
great. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Where are you hoping to move in Canada?
Yeah, I prefer Ontario
Okay.
to
And
go.
why Ontario?
Huge Bangladeshi lives in Toronto. That's
Okay.
why I want to go there.
Okay, so there's a large population of people from Bangladesh there.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Toronto is the most multicultural city in the world. So it's a great place to go and experience many other cultures and many people from your culture. So yeah, I am
Exactly.
originally from Ontario. I grew up in the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto area. So Toronto and then the suburbs. So I grew up in a suburb called Mississauga.
Greater Toronto area also called the Six.
The Six, yeah, the Six,
Yeah.
exactly. But when I lived there, nobody called it the Six. That was kind of created by Drake, who's like a famous like rapper, hip hop artist, and so he kind of He made up that name. But yeah, it's called the 6 because the area code when you're making a phone call is 416. And
416. Yeah.
yeah, and then I think for cell phones
Perfect.
it's 647. So that's where the 6 comes from. So yeah. And then I lived in Toronto for like 4 years in the actual city. So yeah, it's a great city. It's very busy though.
I also questioned this question, what is six?
Yeah.
With other people that I have talked to them,
Yeah.
and they didn't answer me properly.
Yeah. Okay.
That what is six? But you give that.
Yeah, I think there might be one other thing with it. Let me see, because I was just thinking, 1 second. Where does the Toronto term, the 6? 1 second, I'm just looking up the 6 come from. But yeah, the area code is 416. So yes, I was right.
So you grew up Ontario, and now you are living in Nova Scotia. Why?
Because my husband is Nova Scotian. So we met in Ontario in university, and we got married there and lived there for several years. And then 7 years ago, we moved here. And my husband is from here. His parents and his childhood home is 2 minutes of a drive away from my house. So, yeah.
Good. So, what is the main differences of Ontario and Nova Scotia?
Well, the biggest difference would be the size. So, Ontario is a much larger province in population and in land size. Yeah. So it's a much bigger province on both ends. Nova Scotia, I think the total population is like 1 million, and I mean Toronto alone has like 6 million people or something like that. So so that's just with the city, and our whole province is 1 million. So the size is the biggest difference. Size of population in the land. And Nova Scotia is a bit less multicultural, quite a bit less. I mean, we still have lots of different cultures. There's a lot of people here from Lebanon and some Middle Eastern countries, and we have a large African population in Nova Scotia.
And Asian?
There are a fair
like
amount
India?
of Asians here, but it's not like excuse me. We have like a lot of Asians here, but not like a huge concentration of it. Like yeah, there'd be a lot of people from like India and Bangladesh and like Toronto. And then Vancouver is known for having a large population of Asians from like Japan and China and like Korea and that kind of thing. A lot of Asians from there are there. So yeah, but here we don't have quite as much multiculturalism. And I'm not so sure why that is. There are lots of different cultures here, but not like Toronto is extremely multicultural. So not the same amount here.
So are you by born Canadian?
Yes, I am Canadian, born and raised. I've only ever lived in Canada. But actually, here's some interesting information. My father is Jamaican.
Jamaican.
He was born in Jamaica, and we go back for 5 generations in Jamaica. And they moved here when he was a teenager, and then met my grandfather. So
good.
Yeah,
very good to know. So do you speak French as well?
Je suis parler français un petit peu. That means I can speak a tiny bit of French. Most Canadians are not bilingual. I would say the majority are not. We are taught French in school, but it's only mandatory from grades 4 till 9. So some people start earlier because you can be put in French immersion, like right at the beginning. And some students choose to learn French all the way through to the end of high school. But most are not bilingual in French.
Très bien.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good.
with English. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how many people speaks French in Nova Scotia? You are living with.
I wouldn't know a number. There are little pockets all throughout Canada. So where most of the French people are is in the province of Quebec.
Quebec. Yeah.
Yeah, which is next to Ontario, and that's a French-speaking province. They speak French first in Quebec and English second.
Yeah.
So that's where, and then Ottawa, the capital of Canada, many people are bilingual there, so they speak French and English. And then there are several small communities throughout Canada where they might speak French predominantly. And I believe there's some in Nova Scotia, but I'm not so sure where. So I don't really know the numbers on that.
Halifax is the beautiful city
Yeah,
in
it's very
Canada.
beautiful. Yeah.
It's very
Uh,
beautiful.
yeah, very beautiful. And there's so many beautiful beaches. And we're surrounded by the ocean almost completely, but we also have lakes all throughout the province and like
Yeah.
beautiful forests. And yeah, so.
So, if I learn French, will
Yeah.
it get me any advantage to go Canada?
It depends. Like if you're going to be working in Toronto, there would be some jobs that would value that, but I don't think it would be a requirement for most jobs. But if you were to go to Ottawa,
Ottawa?
speaking French would definitely be an asset, and many jobs would require you to speak French and English. But I don't know if in Toronto it would be like it wouldn't be a requirement to most jobs in Toronto, I wouldn't think.
And in Montreal, if I want to go in Montreal?
In Montreal, yeah, speaking French would be important there. Yeah, because they would be French speaking first and then English second. So, yeah.
So, very good to know. Thanks for your valuable information.
You're
And
welcome.
in
Yeah.
future, I will talk to you.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It was nice speaking with you today.
Yeah. Good day.
All right. Bye.